Drew Barrymore is facing consequences for choosing to resume taping her talk show despite an ongoing WGA strike.
There is a lot going on in the entertainment industry, and many people are really getting dragged. And it feels like because of this whole writers and television strike, it's like the pandemic when people had a lot of time on their hands in the entertainment industry, and it was kind of a witch hunt. And I just listened to Drew Barrymore's video, and it sounds like just because of employees and maybe certain people in particular who have been pleading and begging and are broke and can't feed their families or something to that effect, or maybe she herself, maybe she's invested poorly, or the nut gets too big when you start making money and you need to keep the machine going. That does happen with a lot of high paid entertainers. It gets bigger and the machine is bigger and it's a beast that you have to feed. The thing about business and war is that tough decisions must be made, and you must play chess, not checkers. And let's pretend that Joe and Jane and Mary, who work on the show, are broke and they're suffering and they really don't know how they're going to keep food on the table, which is horrifying and really just unimaginable. The thing is, if you're playing checkers, John and Jane and Joe's kids and colleagues' kids and future actors and writers and people won't be financially secure if this difficult set of issues that I really don't understand. I'm certainly not an expert. I'm talking conceptually. If they don't get resolved, and people want to go for the low hanging fruit. And it's why when I brought up the reality stuff, reality stars don't want to get involved in this because they can make money right now. And the ones that are on the successful shows don't want to fight for the people that either don't work anymore or have had a bad experience or treated improperly, because they're just saying, if it doesn't affect me, I don't want to think about them. It's hard to stand in solidarity with other people when it's unpopular. And I definitely have compassion for the fact that she's torn. I just think it's a big girl, big picture decision, and people don't understand why. I do understand her why. It just, frankly, it's a touching story. It doesn't matter if there is a bigger goal. And if people feel like, this is what it's called, it's deal fatigue. And the other side that you're negotiating with wants you to get deal fatigue. They want one domino to fall at a time. You take a beating when you do something difficult. When you take a stand, you take a beating. You're open for scrutiny and criticism, and and you get weak, you get tired, you get stressed. People don't have money, and people aren't thinking straight because they're just afraid. But for whatever the bigger fight is, this whole industry wouldn't have taken it this far. And you can see it on their faces on the picket lines. You could see, like, they look stressed. They look really like it's admirable. It's not easy to stand for a cause, and they will be part of history. So I understand the criticism of Drew Barrymore. I like Drew Barrymore, and I'm sure she has very good reasons for why she did what she did, but I don't think they're as good as the bigger picture and future generations to come. You'll help me out. What do you think?
In a statement on Instagram, Barrymore stood by her choice to tape again. "I own this choice. We are in compliance with not discussing or promoting film and television that is struck of any kind," she said. "We launched Live in a global pandemic. Our show was built for sensitive times and has only functioned through what the real world is going through in real time.